Hello, guys, and we are here for some awesome game day bingo action. A little late, but we're
No, we're right on time.
well, late for our standards.
Okay.
We like to be one minute early, but it should be a lot of fun as we are right on time for this game. We got $53 available on our Musco prize. I think it's a double Musco that ran over from just yesterday.
I was
So
gonna say that's a lot of cash to be on a Musco on our first game of the day.
absolutely. So should be some fun stuff there. We got a 49 baller. That's a major prize at $1,327 and a $10,000 mega at 45 balls or less. As we'll be streaming the next 12 games to you guys live on the Pilot TV's Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
That's right. Go and check us out wherever it is convenient for you. We would love for you guys to be out there having a blast alongside us playing Pilot games. As we have a ton of winners we give out prizes to left and right each and every day. And before we start giving out the great jackpot prizes here, we'd love to highlight the great winners from just yesterday. On that awesome Thursday, we were able to give out 2 different jackpot prizes, making our total for the last 7 days about 20 different jackpots to go out. And for the last season 16, we have officially hit 402 jackpots so far.
Great job to all of our winners so far in this season. Glad to see we already got to that 400 jackpot marker as we get after it right here in this next game. With that prize clicking up front, with these prizes getting after it. But big prizes going out yesterday. First one, we had Biggie over at the Carbonis taking home $2,500 in a little pilot payday action.
Congrats there, Biggie. And then we had our other jackpot winner being Send Money over at Reggie's Brew House, taking home the largest jackpot prize of yesterday, $7,546. Nicely done to Send Money.
Yeah, great job to both of our winners in that great game, taking home some awesome prizes, as we hope to give out some more great prizes right here, right now. We will not be giving out this minor jackpot in this game, meaning that all of our jackpots will continue to grow and roll into our next matchup. But I think what a lot of people were gunning for is that Musco, $53.90, as we got Tony right now, 1 ball away. Should be a lot of fun as we continue to get after it.
Absolutely. We'll have to see who's going to be taking home the first prize of the day, as we are super excited as we are officially in this great Friday before Christmas. We've got Carol as our player taking it home at American Legion Forest Lake. Carol gets to take home $53 in this great round of Game Day Bingo. So stick around and get enrolled, as that minor jackpot will be up at 54 balls or less getting into this great game.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun as we get after it in this upcoming game. And if you guys have a lot of fun playing our games, do us a favor and give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. All you gotta do is search up Pilot Games and look for our logo. By doing so, you'll be able to stay updated with weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You can also check out the website link on that Facebook page, which connects you to all the info you'll need, including a bar locations tab that opens up a map that shows you all the pinned locations where you can play Pilot games. Our other social media links connect you to Twitter as well as Instagram, and even more there as well. It really is just the hub of all things Pilot games.
Absolutely. Go stay up to date with our awesome Games news each and every day on that Facebook page. Just about a minute to get enrolled into this great game of Game Day Bingo. And as you do so, we want to highlight the entirety of that bingo schedule for you to know when to stick around and come on out for some great cash prizes. We're in the first games of the day as you jump into some great Game Day Bingo each and every day at noon, as it goes all the way till 1 p.m. At that time, Ian and I will go off air, but you'll jump into your first opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo for the day. It has over $82,177, the largest jackpot prize we have on the line in live bingo today. Make sure to come on out for Lucky 4 Bingo today at 1 p.m.
Absolutely. You'll then head into more Game Day Bingo that runs from 1 all the way till 4 p.m. As you'll then get a second shot at Lucky 4 Bingo at 4 o'clock, the 4 for 4 game, as it should have another great opportunity opportunity at $82,000 if it didn't go out at 1 o'clock. It's definitely a great opportunity.
Absolutely. Come on out for that 4 p.m. game. It's what leads you into the happy hour games of Game Day Bingo from 4 all the way till 6 p.m. It is a lot of fun, so come on out as you play through 2 hours of great Game Day Bingo action, trying to take home one of these minor, major, or mega jackpot prizes for yourself. Then at 6 p.m., you'll get your final opportunity of this week to try and take home Pilot Payday jackpots for yourself, as you can only check out Pilot Payday every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 p.m. to try and take home that $2,500 jackpot prize for yourself. It's only a 10-cent per card game, so make sure to come on out at 6 p.m. for Pilot Payday.
Absolutely. You'll then continue to play more Game Day Bingo that runs from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. to finish off your night. We do like to interrupt that 6 to 10 Game Day Bingo twice a week with PGL Specialty Nights. Our first PGL Specialty Night coming up next week will be MegaSota Game Night. That gets started at 6:40 every single Tuesday, with huge PGL points to be won as well as great cash prizes, ending off with a Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale game that sits at $33,754. It's definitely a great opportunity there.
Absolutely. Make sure to come on out. It is a lot of fun. That is a great way to finish off each and every day. But we have some great special nights each week. Did you highlight
Also
any of
on
them
Wednesday.
yet? That's right, as our Wild Wednesday comes to you live each and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. as you guys get to come on out and try your hand at some awesome tournament-style games that can award you not only some awesome jackpot prizes, but those amazing PGL points as well. Ian and I are usually there for that amazing Wild Wednesday, as it's a ton of fun. So make sure you guys come on out for either MegaSota game nights each Tuesday at 6:40 or our Wild Wednesdays each Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, I cannot believe we are going to miss out on the final PGL matchups of the year.
I know.
Due to the fact that it is going to be Christmas Eve and Christmas, as we will be taking a break during that stint, spending some time with each other's families and enjoying the holiday season. Hopefully you guys are out there enjoying the holiday season and maybe enjoying that season with your family, taking home some good cash, playing some Pilot Games action.
Absolutely. We love having a blast with you guys, especially during this holiday season. So make sure you guys come on out for those final PGL nights. We do have a player about 3 balls away here as we try and give out this minor jackpot. We'll have to see if we're able to do so as we are still in line to give it out.
Should be a lot of fun. And as we try and give out this prize, I'll quickly give a quick shout out to our first national day, Go Caroling Day. Tune up your voice on December 20th so you can join others to go on Go Caroling Day. Caroling is a practice of singing Christmas songs from door to door as a form of celebration. The word carol means a joyful song or dance.
Well, how fitting that our first winner of this lunchtime game day bingo was Carol.
There, yeah, that is very fitting. Great job. As we have Tony in this one over at Halfley's Bar, taking home $14.90. Congratulations to you, Tony. As we now get enrolled into this next game with that minor jackpot clicking up from 54 to 56 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we get after it in this upcoming matchup. But Go Caroling Day is an awesome one to be able to highlight. I just talked about with Jordy a few shows ago. I think it was on maybe Wednesday I was talking about it, and I was saying that we should carol more holidays, not just Christmas, but we should have Halloween carolers. We should have
4th of July
4th of July carolers. There should be every
Thanksgiving?
I don't know if is there Thanksgiving songs?
Oh, I'm trying to think of the Bob's Burgers Linda Belcher song.
Oh, there's a Bob's Burgers Thanksgiving song.
Yes.
So there is few.
We're eating turkey,
I'm
mashed potatoes, and gravy.
I'm sure there's at least one
Something
Adam
like that.
Sandler song about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It feels like he's got songs about all kinds of holidays. Maybe
I'm
not.
sure there's Thanksgiving songs out there.
Yeah, that one's a tougher one. That was a tougher one.
Yeah.
But, Valentine's Day, there's a ton of love songs out there.
Yeah,
so
you can go pretty broad on that one.
absolutely.
That's pretty easy.
Bring the love to everybody. I think we should carol more
How
holidays.
about Easter?
Easter. That definitely has like a ton of songs about
Yeah.
it. But it would just be
It's a
more of
tougher
the
one.
the religious meaning of
Yeah.
the day and not the like Easter Bunny songs kind of deal. But there are I think a few Easter Bunny songs as well. So I think you could carol most holidays. So that's my encouragement is to carol. The number one though, I would love to have people dress up in like their Halloween costumes and go Halloween caroling. I think that would be absolutely hilarious.
That would be awesome.
If you just had like the whole Adams family come up to your door and they're just singing, "This is Halloween, this is Halloween," it would be so good.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
Yeah, well, Go Caroling today is about caroling on this winter Christmas season and spreading that Christmas joy to everybody in your neighborhood.
Absolutely happy National Go Caroling Day. Up next, we have National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. And since 2011, National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day has grown to be an international event. Now occurring on the third Friday of December, the celebration gives holiday lovers worldwide a chance to wear their ugly Christmas sweaters. I thought about breaking mine out today for the broadcast, but I decided I was going to save it for Monday.
Ooh, is Monday going to be our ugly Christmas sweater day?
Absolutely. It's the day before Christmas Eve. It's the last day we're going to be broadcasting with you guys before Christmas. I absolutely think it's the day to go and deck the halls.
I like it. Ugly Christmas Sweater Day is Monday for us, so that should be a lot of fun as we continue to watch balls drop here. We do have a few. We have, I think, at least 2 or 3 ugly Christmas sweaters to be able to rock out, so should
I
be a
have
lot
an
of fun.
ugly Christmas vest. I don't know if I have a sweater myself.
I think I have like it's a cow or like a reindeer.
It's a moose.
It's a moose.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's an ugly Christmas sweater. Yeah, there's one. I think there's another one somewhere in our repertoire. It's lost in the random clothing piles that we have, baskets
Yeah,
of stuff.
my family wasn't one to do the ugly Christmas sweaters. My mom and I usually picked out a Christmas onesie to buy.
Oh, yeah. I always did the Christmas pajamas, but never did the ugly Christmas sweaters. Usually in my family either. Wasn't really our thing. Which is really funny because we seem like we'd be a family
I
that
was gonna
totally
say.
rock the ugly Christmas sweater, but no, not really our jam.
That's so funny. I feel like that's right up your alley.
Yeah, no, we did not participate in the I think we had maybe 1 or 2 years where we did it.
Honestly, that's been what I've been kind of combating as my white elephant gift this year for your family's Christmas was doing like a full Christmas ensemble in a bag that whoever ends up with the white elephant gift has to put on for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to find like a reindeer like headband and the ugly sweater that's still like wearable but still like fun and festive.
Absolutely, that'd be quite funny, quite funny. Well, enjoy your ugly Christmas sweaters on today, as I'm sure many of you guys have already one of those hanging up in your closet, just waiting for an excuse to wear out and about. And so happy National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day, as we do have a winner here.
That's right, as Sar Joe over at Carboni's gets to take away $22.30. Congratulations going on out to you in this great round of Game Day Bingo. Stick around, get enrolled as that minor jackpot is still growing. This will be at 58 balls or less getting into this next game, and so make sure you get enrolled.
Absolutely. And as you get enrolled, we'll continue talking about national days. And this next national day, a few glasses of this will help you get a little bit more motivation to wear that ugly Christmas sweater, as it's National Sangria Day. Across the nation each year on December 20th, National Sangria Day recognizes a wine and fresh fruit combination that brings a fresh celebration to the table.
Absolutely. I am a huge fan of sangria. I love red sangria. I love white sangria. It is a delicious cocktail on today. I don't know if it's necessarily considered a cocktail since it's wine and sometimes a spritz added, but it's absolutely delicious any way you spin it.
Absolutely. It's definitely a fun one to be able to highlight. What's your favorite fruit mix in with a sangria?
Apple and oranges.
Apple and oranges. Seems like a tasty one and fits well with the season, especially the apples.
Delicious. Absolutely.
Definitely a tasty one.
Cranberries are a good one, especially if you want to go a
Ooh.
festive way.
Definitely, for sure.
A lot of people
Cranberries.
add spice like nutmeg and cinnamon, and so that also goes hand in hand with this time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
As these flavors actually originated in the combination from Portugal and Spain, but it does really fit the holiday vibe of America as we love this flavor profile during the season. So break out the sangria, as well as it's a super easy big batch make if you're hosting, and you can
Yeah.
just put it out on the counter, as the fruit will sit in it and everyone will be absolutely ecstatic with it.
I think that would be so fun. Happy National Sangria Day as we got players 20 seconds before getting enrolled into this game as we highlight Mud Day. Mud Day on December 20th annually recognizes the birthday of Dr. Samuel Mudd, a man whose name was Mudd after his dealings with one man. Well, we'll have to find out a little bit more about Samuel Mudd on today.
You've piqued my interest.
Absolutely. After the assassinating Lincoln on April 14th, 1865, John Wilkes Booth rode with co-conspirator David Harold to Dr. Samuel Mudd's home in the early hours of the 15th before crossing into Virginia. Mudd performed surgery on Booth's fractured leg and allowed both men to stay the night. At some point, Mudd must have learned of the assassination. However, he did not report Booth's visit to the authorities for another 24 hours. This delay appeared to link him to the crime, as he did his various changes of the story under interrogation. On April 26, authorities arrested Mudd. A military commission found him guilty of aiding and conspiring in a murder and sentenced Mudd to life in prison. He escaped the death penalty by a single vote. President Andrew Johnson pardoned Mudd, and he was released from prison in 1869. Despite repeated attempts by family members and others, Mudd's conviction has never been overturned, nor has his record ever been expunged.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, definitely an interesting one on today.
Fun stuff as we take the phrase dragging your name through the mud to the next level, as Mudd himself did so for himself.
Absolutely. Definitely an interesting one to highlight on today. I can't say that I was expecting that to be the case with this one. I thought it was going to be...
I was very much intrigued. I thought that this was going to be something where I'd feel at least a hint of remorse for Mudd. No. Let his name stay in the mud.
Yeah, absolutely.
You aid John Wilkes Booth. You're a public enemy now.
What was the man in I get you wouldn't remember National Treasure? There's the whole entire this storyline with John Wilkes Booth. Do they play like descendants of Samuel Mudd in that work? I can't remember.
Now you've piqued my interest, so we're gonna take a little harder peek.
Yeah, take a quick look at that because I can't remember. I know that they had something connecting them to Wilkes Booth, but I don't remember what was.
Yeah, let's take a peek. If there's descendants of Samuel Mudd, and Tom Mudd is a descendant, and yes,
There you
featured
go.
in the movie, yeah, Book of Secrets.
I
National
thought I
Treasure.
remembered that. We do have Brunner over at the Don's
Yes.
Corner Bar taking home $38.90 in this win. Congratulations to you, Brunner, as we now get enrolled into this next game with a minor jackpot, clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun here as we move on to our final national day.
Real quick, I do think that if there was ever a local bar or pub near us that had a National Treasure trivia night, I think you'd do well.
I just had a Nicolas Cage themed
Quick,
trivia
what
night.
did they use to swab it at the house, not to no longer damage the paper?
Lie.
What? Is it?
I don't know. I just threw out.
I don't know why I keep thinking it's lemon juice.
They could have been lemon juice.
Used on a Q-tip Thinking of the blonde chick.
Yeah, it could have been lemon juice. I don't remember. I honestly
You let me down.
couldn't tell you. Yeah, you're asking too many questions. I just like to claim that I know a ton about it.
Or should I just say broad? You should be a part of Nicolas Cage trivia.
Nicolas Cage trivia. I would do.
You'd do better.
I'd do better than the average person. I don't think I'd be any kind of like excellent
What's his middle name?
genius. He doesn't have one.
Does he not? He's just Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he's just Nicolas Cage. Don't take that to the bank.
No one look it up. We'll just believe Ian.
Well, last National Day we're highlighting is National Underdog Day. National Underdog Day recognizes that America loves its underdogs. Each year on the third Friday in December, we cheer on the teams and individuals who are statistically expected to lose in competitions.
Absolutely. Who doesn't love a good underdog story?
Absolutely. It's one of my favorite sports movie concepts it's probably the only sports movie concept that's out there, as I don't know anybody who's like the favorite heading into their win. I guess in some of the Rocky Balboas, he's the favorite, and there's an up-and-coming star that has to take him on. But underdog, it's a great concept.
Yeah, and usually in the Rocky films, the underdog, the new guy, beats Rocky once, and then Rocky comes back and goes, I'm going to get him.
Yeah, exactly. Then he becomes the underdog.
Once again, they swap places.
It's a great one. What's your favorite underdog movie?
Probably Underdog.
Okay, not that. I'm talking about an actual underdog.
Okay, maybe Dodgeball? I don't know. Oh, no, the movie Champions. I just watched it. It's with Woody Harrelson. He's a basketball coach who has some poor publicity, and so to get back on track, the court issues him to coach a team of people with different disabilities, and he ends up coaching them in basketball, and they're a full team of underdogs. No one expects them to win, but it was so enjoyable, and who doesn't love Woody Harrelson?
Yeah, it was a very,
Champions.
very good work. I thought it was a super fun watch.
Yeah, so I'll say that. That was my favorite underdog story. What's yours? Like The Replacements?
I do love The Replacements. That's not my favorite. My favorite probably all time is the
Ooh.
original Rocky movies.
Yeah.
Then I
Legally Blonde is considered an underdog story. I absolutely adore Elle Woods.
Yeah,
She made me believe I could get into college anywhere.
Yeah, there you go.
I was like, I just need to send in a video. My papers just don't capture me.
There you go. Remember the Titans is an underdog story I like. Miracle on Ice. Rudy is an absolute classic. You got probably my favorite Hilary Swank movie with $1 Million Baby, a good underdog work.
My favorite Hilary Swank movie is The Hunt.
The Hunt. She's barely in that movie.
But it's such a good movie.
Pursuit of Happiness, that in like a real life underdog type situation, that's one that was definitely a very well done work with the Smith family in it. There's a lot. I love the underdog story, and so maybe 42, starring Chadwick Boseman as Jackie Robinson. There's a lot of really great, especially when you talk about sports underdog movies. They're just
That's really where that trope thrives.
They're just so many of my favorite movies of all time come from that sports underdog concept, and so I could say 1,000,002 of them.
We do have Brunner 84 over at Don's Corner Bar, taking home that minor jackpot prize, $185.42, getting sent your way. Congratulations going on out to you, Brunner. As we get enrolled into this next game, $50.60 will be getting tacked on to a double Musco prize going into this next round. Stick around and continue to get enrolled.
Should be a fun game that we are getting enrolled for. And as we do so, we're going to move on from our national days into a little bit of Vikings news, as we were able to secure our playoff spot with a Seattle loss to Green Bay, and we're able to tie up Detroit after they lost to Buffalo earlier on Sunday, and we were able to get a 30-12 victory over the Chicago Bears on Monday night. That was our, I think, seventh straight victory that we've had. Yes, seventh consecutive victory in that game, as we are heading into a competitive stretch of football in this tail end, as we have Seattle this week. We have then the Green Bay Packers the following week. And then I think we end the season off with a matchup against the Detroit Lions, which may decide the results of the NFC in a whole. Not just the NFC North #1 team, but the NFC as a whole, who is going to be there, which is going to be even more important for like playoff seeding wise, because I think whoever is second place in the NFC North is going to end up being like the 5th or the 6th seed in the playoffs, just to how it all shakes out, even though record wise we should be like the 3rd team in the playoffs. But if we get first in the NFC North, we might get a first round bye, or we might be the #2 team in the NFC, which would give us another great opportunity as well. Either way, it's going to be looking really good if we're able to win out the rest of the season and take a hold the NFC North. But it all starts to win out. We got to get the win this week.
Absolutely, as we have a game coming up this Sunday against the Seahawks. It's going to be a super fun matchup. It's an away game happening at 3:05 p.m. Ian will be coming to you live right at kickoff for the first half of that awesome Vikings game, so come on out and show your support and play some awesome Vikings game day bingo. As you guys are out there today, though, if you can't wait till Sunday and you want to show your support for your Vikings now, you guys can always go and check out that great eTab game available to you right there on those iPads. It's called Vikings Victory, as we have teamed up with our amazing Minnesota Vikings for it, as you guys can go and check it out and even play the Skull bonus round, where if you pick a lucky letter, you could end up taking home some jackpot prizes. It's definitely a lot of fun, and I will be shouting out the letter L.
Oh, I'm going to highlight the letter S.
Ooh,
yeah,
we got the conductor and the caboose. Go and check it out.
Yeah, well, we know mine came first, so Skull, baby. Well, as we got balls dropping in this one as we continue to work through this game of Game Day Bingo, and as you guys win in this Game Day Bingo, you're earning points towards the Game Day Bingo standings, as we have a very fun player standings we'd love to get into.
That's right, 10th place, we have 6'9" T-Bird at the Lookout Bar and Grill, currently sitting with 101,000 points. 103,000 points for 9th place, Mike at American Legion Brooklyn Center in that 9th place spot. 8th place is Jer Bear over at the B&B Sports Bar and Grill. They now sit with 108,000 points this season. Ahead of Jer Bear into 7th place, we have Fast Eddie over at Hiller's Last Call Liquor, as they now sit with 116,000 points. 119,000 points for 6th place Yags 370 over at the Sidetrack currently. While right ahead of them in 5th place, we have Viddy. They play at the Municipal Liquor Store Akeley, as they now sit with 120,000 points right ahead of Yags. Well, ahead of Viddy, into that 4th place spot, we've got Maggie over at the Heartland University. They now sit with 124,000 points. 191,000 points for 3rd place, as we've got Brother Nate at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar, Burnsville. Well then, into 2nd place, we had Mimi over at the L&M Bar with 218,000 points. And our #1 player currently and remaining from previous seasons and the entirety of this one, we've got Call Me Jen over at JR Mac with a whopping 441,000 points so far this season.
Great job to JR Mac and all of those awesome locations players that have had so much fun while playing through our games. You've been helping out a lot of great locations be in our top 10 standings. Before I get into those location standings, though, let's see who takes home this double must-go prize.
That's right, as we are closing in here and just itching to give on out that $87.60 prize, as it makes its way on over to player Owen's iPad over at the Scoops Pub and Grill. Congratulations to Owen in this great round of Game Day Bingo. We'll have even more cash on the line getting into this next round, as that minor jackpot is clicking back up to 54 balls or less yet again. Congratulations to Owen once more, taking home that double must-go prize.
Should be a lot of fun. As we get after it, I do have the location side of the Game Day Bingo standings to highlight, as 10th place is the Old Piper in Blaine with 190,000 points. With 201,000 points in 9th place, we have Danny's Dugout, as the Lookout Bar and Grill is in 8th with 211,000 points. 250,000 points in 7th place is Sidetrack, as the Riverboat Depot sits there with 261,000 points in 6th. Fifth place is VFW Spring Lake Park with 287,000 points, as Carboni's Pizza Sports Bar Burnsville sits with 296,000 points. With 315,000 points, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in third. As second place is the L&M Bar with 320,000 points. As our number one location with a total of 533,000 Game Day Bingo points, it is none other than J.R. Mack.
Congratulations there to all of our amazing locations getting helped out by those great players each and every day. Make sure you guys come on out for every Game Day Bingo chance you get to help out the locations you want to play at, as well as take home these great cash prizes for yourself. Just about 35 seconds before we're getting enrolled into this great round of Game Day Bingo. But if you guys don't plan on sticking around to play more of this live bingo, but you still want to have some fun playing pilot games, right there on those iPads you actually have over 70 different charitable tab games that you guys can choose to play at any time. There are a wide variety of themes to choose from in each of those games, but they all offer you huge prizes up to $1,500. There's small bets in those games between 50 cents and $5, and not to mention those awesome bonus rounds and free play rounds that you guys can check out as well. Go and play all of our different eTab games today.
Absolutely. We're big fans of all those eTabs, and I'll be highlighting the fantastic eTab game, Let It Snow. This is a winter-themed eTab game where you now have a chance to really know about the money's history in the U.S. Understand the story of our presidents while discovering incredible treasures as well. It's definitely a fun one. Let It Snow. A play on also the game, the winter version of Let It Rain with our great presidents and founding fathers.
Absolutely. I love Make It Rain. It is a great eTab game with those founding fathers. You get to watch Benjamin Franklin get slapped in the face with its own $100 bill. I mean, who doesn't want that?
Yeah, quite funny.
I will also be highlighting the great eTab game Winter Wonderland, as this is an Alice in Wonderland themed eTab game, as the Queen of Hearts requests your presence to participate in the croquet bonus at her garden party. That's definitely a super fun one, as you guys can end up taking home some awesome cash prizes along the way. Go and check out all of our eTab games today.
Absolutely. As our eTab games just yesterday, I think it was, a few of them out there, I don't know if all of them have gotten refaced with our new look games,
Wow.
which are super fun. I got a little preview of it on our meeting today, as I'm not a part of the design of those games, as we have a team that does some really great work for you guys, and it looks fantastic. In my opinion, I think our games look even better heading into the new year. And so hopefully you guys are checking out those new and improved games out there, as they should be a blast. Let us know what you're thinking about those new games on our Facebook page, as we'd love to hear from you guys. But as we continue working through this game, we would like to talk about some really fun movies that were released on today throughout history.
That's right. As starting off with a great one, in 1946 we have It's a Wonderful Life.
Absolutely. This is a 40s classic starring James Stewart, Frank Capra, Donna Reed, and many, many other very popular actors and actresses, as this one is about George Bailey, who has so many problems he is thinking about ending it. And it's Christmas. As the angels discuss George, we see his life flashback as George is about to jump from a bridge. He ends up rescuing his guardian angel, Clarence, who then shows George what his town would have looked like if he hadn't been for all his good deeds over the years.
Absolutely. This story has an incredible life lesson in it, and we'll talk about it a little bit more after we highlight the great winners who are splitting up this Musco Prize.
Yeah, we got Mike over the Old Pipe Rim Lane. And is it okay for me to say that?
I don't know. You're the boss.
Player over at VFW Roseville. I'm just going to play it safe. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's actually like a bad...
I probably wouldn't say it out loud just because I'm a lady.
As we now get enrolled.
Mildly.
Yeah, $29.10 as we get enrolled into this next game. 56 balls or less as we head into this one. But It's a Wonderful Life, a very, very well received work that again has that like big message of you may feel super stressed, have all these problems on your plate. You may feel like you're a burden to the people around you, but this one kind of shows the example of how much of an impact and positivity you bring into so many people's lives without you even realizing it.
Absolutely. It truly is a very impactful meaning. And that at the end of the day, it really is just a wonderful life that we each are given. And so we definitely want to stick around and live it to its fullest. And it's a great reminder that maybe you guys should be out there and give this movie a watch on today, as it came out so long ago. 80 years ago is insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on to a very different toned film, as we got released on today in 1974, The Godfather Part 2. Very well received as well, as these Godfather movies are very, very well done, starring Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, James Caan, Diane Keaton, and many, many others.
Talia Shire.
Yeah, really, really good cast. This is directed by Francis Ford Coppola, and just is the sequel to the 1990 work, The Godfather.
The 1970 work.
1970 work, The Godfather, as we got more stuff in 1990. But
Yeah.
very, very cool stuff.
Absolutely. I haven't seen part 2 before. I've only seen part 1, but I definitely would like to. I think this is an entire cast that I absolutely love, and I really like the concept of mob life.
The mobster.
Yeah, it is a big draw for me, and so maybe I'll have to watch both parts on today.
Absolutely. And Robert De Niro and Al Pacino do those roles so, so well.
Yeah, absolutely. Up next in 1991, we've got Father of the Bride. This is a super fun movie as well, as we've got Steve Martin, Diane Keaton, Martin Short, as well as Kimberly Williams Paisley as the daughter.
Yeah, you even got Kieran Culkin in it as well. As this follows George Banks and his wife, Nina, are the proud parents of Annie. But when she returns from studying abroad and announces that she's engaged, their whole world turns upside down, especially for the overprotective George. From meeting the in-laws to wedding plans with an over-the-top consultant and his flamboyant assistant, it seems as if the troubles never end. And this update of the classic Spencer Tracy comedy.
Absolutely. This has been done a couple times, but it is fun nonetheless. I absolutely adore the dynamic between Martin Short and Steve Martin. And the fact that they've been working together for years, you can just tell the friendship is true. And so I can only imagine just how much fun these movies were to make with all of this cast coming together.
Yeah.
Super, super fun stuff. The family comedy coming out on today, Father of the Bride.
I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
These were some of the first Steve Martin movies I watched, other than Cheaper by the Dozen.
Oh, absolutely. And like Pink Panther, or did you watch these before Pink Panther?
Oh no, I definitely watched Pink Panther first.
Yeah, great stuff though.
Yeah.
Too. It was even so well received that I got a second one that isn't terribly received either. It's not like a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's 54%, so not too shabby.
And they got like the entirety of the cast to come back for it.
That's awesome. You always love to see that when that goes down. As there's even a little special that came out called Father of the Bride Part 3-ish. 26 minutes, which is really, really funny.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, 1991, Father of the Bride, released on today.
Well, then in 1996, we've got the first Scream to come out.
Yeah, is this your favorite thriller?
No, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah, is is the Scream what's the character called? The mask? Ghostface. Is Ghostface your favorite slasher villain?
Yes.
Okay. We do have Trav over the Lincoln Depot and Andy over the Spotlight Bar and Grill. Take it home, $26.20 in this fantastic game. As we now get enrolled into this next matchup. But this is a really, really fun work. We love the entire cast in this movie.
Absolutely. I am a huge fan of the Scream franchise. It really took me a while to watch them all, and I am mad at myself as I have years of the fandom that I missed out on because of
Yeah.
this. But the first Scream coming out on today, I think it is the best Scream for sure. It's my favorite. I absolutely love Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard as our Ghostface. Yeah, super, super fun stuff.
Yeah, Wes Craven directed it, which he just
I love
absolutely
Wes Craven films.
kills a slasher. He did Hills Have Eyes.
The People Under the Stairs.
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. A New Nightmare. There's lots and lots of really good slashers that Wes Craven has done. The Creepy Kooky, he does it well. And this one, even though I wouldn't call it the scariest of horror movies, it's definitely a fun mystery that it's a whodunit, which I think is super fun.
Absolutely. As someone who grew up with the Halloween franchise as their main slasher movies as that they ever watched, I loved Michael Myers. Don't get me wrong, I love Halloween, I love Laurie Strode, but something about Ghostface and how he's still kind of charismatic because he's just always some 20-year-old,
Yeah.
that's just taunting his friends. I adore it. I think it has such a better dynamic between killer and victim, and that like cat and mouse game that they play in this. It's so much more entertaining than just some 6'7" guy stalking behind you at a slow pace with a knife. I'm
And
like,
that
you can get away.
And that it became like a legend, and so it's like it's not like the same person coming back to life or escaping jail or something like that. It's new people that are
Yes.
like
I love it, and you don't know where it's coming from within your life. And this poor girl, she's just getting stalked repeatedly.
poor Sidney Prescott.
For real, Sidney Prescott was so targeted for no reason.
Yeah, just because the first one happened to her, and then they were all like, "Yeah, we're gonna do it all."
And then they're like, Sydney, she really does need to go. And you're like, no, let her live alone. Like, she's not in publicity. She's not trying to sell the story. If anything, go after Gail Weathers. She's the sellout, but
Yeah, it's a wild
Whatever.
storyline. It's definitely a fun one. The whole series is really fun. I even like the new ones with the completely different cast that they bring
I do
in,
as well.
with Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera playing the two main actresses in that
Yes.
one, and I think that's been a really, really fun new revitalization of that Scream franchise.
absolutely. I adored them as a sister duo in Scream. I think it was, 5 and 6?
Yes, I think so.
I very much enjoyed them. I think their connections to the original lore of the story are really good. They were honestly what made me watch all the way from the beginning through,
Because aren't they the
started coming
daughters
out.
of Billy Loomis?
One of them is.
One of them is, and the other one's not.
Yeah.
Crazy whole storyline.
So good. I'm really interested to see if they're gonna make any more.
Yeah, I feel like they should. I still want a whole storyline where at some point the character played by Melissa Barrera goes crazy and becomes Scream.
Yeah, exactly. I do think that Alyssa Barrera and Jenna Ortega both said that they won't be returning if there is anything, just
Really?
due to conflicts with the director and political views. But
That would stink.
right, and so that's what I'm like. Well, are they gonna even try to continue this? What's gonna happen? Because this has such a fandom that people would literally sell their soul to have this continue.
It would have been crazy if they did a whole storyline where Sam Carpenter, Marissa Barrera's character, had like split personality disorder and didn't remember.
and she didn't know she was doing
She
it.
didn't even know she
well,
was
that
Scream.
was kind of one of my little
Theories
hypothesis.
in Scream 6.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, well, she's kind of got a nut loose. Like, this could be her.
Yeah, she's seeing Billy Loomis talk to her.
And I'm like, well, schizophrenic?
Yeah, like it's a fun series. Scream,
Very
the
enjoyable.
original one that started off the entire series, coming out today in 1996. Definitely a fun one.
Absolutely.
To
I
highlight.
can't talk highly enough about Matthew Lillard and Stu Macher. Favorite character of Scream ever.
What was the one that he said that when he goes out the room and he says something real stupid and it's really funny because
He's got a couple lines. Like, after he gets stabbed, he's like, ow!
We got Cash Hog over at the Wildcat Bar and Grill, taking home $33.40. Congratulations to you, Cash Hog, as we now get rolled into this next game. In this game 10, we will have a 58 ball or less, 60 ball or less minor prize. The "I'll be right back"
Yeah.
line is the one that I'm talking about, where they were like, everybody, if you say "I'll be right back," they never write back, and then "I'll be right back," and then he just walks out the room. I thought it was hilarious.
Absolutely. My favorite is when after the attacks happen, he's like, feeling a little woozy here. As if he's not the full catalyst of this, but very entertaining stuff. First Scream coming out on today.
Absolutely.
Up next, 2006, we've got the movie Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, this is the final Rocky movie, the most ridiculous of the entire Rocky franchise. But shockingly enough, my most watched Rocky movie of all time.
I have not seen this.
Yeah, it's just one that my dad owned, and so he didn't own any of the other Rocky movies, and so I ended up watching this Rocky movie a whole ton. You got Sylvester Stallone, Burt Young, Talia Shire, as well as Milo.
Just
Yeah,
V.
yeah, V, Tony Burton, and other fantastic actors and actresses. This is Rocky Balboa. They get a video game simulation, and it says that Rocky Balboa wins a fight against the current heavyweight champion, and the heavyweight champion takes offense to it. And so Rocky Balboa comes back out of retirement to go and show that he's still got the stuff.
That's so funny. I like that concept.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I thought it was a fun movie,
Trying
especially
to make
as a
a
kid.
play on Rocky in modern day times. I like that. I do, and this is the final one before it heads on over to the Creed series, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so I quite enjoyed that. That's fun. That's a fun storyline. I can't say that I've watched this, as there's still about 2 or 3 Rocky movies that I still need to watch, but yeah, super fun stuff on today.
Yeah, I think you just have Rocky 5 and Rocky 6.
Yeah, I got the Street Fighter one
and then this final one to watch.
I only got 2 more.
Yeah, they're both. I mean, the entire Rocky franchise is a fun watch, but Rocky Balboa, the final of the Rocky franchise, coming out on today in 2006.
Well, up next in 2017, we've got Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
This was the first one back into the Jumanji universe after having the original Jumanji coming out in 1995. They have this one starring Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black, Kevin Hart, and Kieran Gillen as the main 4 actors and actress, as you also have Alex Wolff, Nick Jonas, Bobby Cannavale, Madison Ilsman, and others that do a really fun job in this work. Definitely has its moments.
Yeah, when it first came out, I definitely enjoyed it. It was a good welcome back to the Jumanji world, and I think it was a little bit more kid-friendly to today's audience. And so that was fun, but it's definitely for kids.
Yeah, it was very funny to watch Jack Black kind of try and take on a persona of like a teenage popular girl, which was quite funny.
Absolutely, there was definitely inner monologues that add up.
Yeah, it was. The
writing was, the jokes were fun.
Yeah, I thought it was done decently well. So Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, coming out on today in 2017.
Up next, also same day, same year, today in 2017, we've got The Greatest Showman.
Absolutely. One of your favorite musicals of all time, as this is a musical thriller starring Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, Zendaya, and so many other really, really fun actors and actresses in this work, as they play B.T. Barnum and all of their great circus adventures.
Absolutely. I loved this movie. It really caught me off guard. I didn't really want to watch it. I don't know why. At this time, I wasn't necessarily a lover of musicals that much. And
Hmm.
so this movie didn't necessarily draw me in. But then when I finally did sit down and watch it, I cried. I was like, whoa. I loved the musical numbers. I loved the message. I thought Hugh Jackman did a great job, and it was definitely more enjoyable than like the real story of P.T. Barnum.
Oh,
So I
100%.
loved it. I pretend like that's what really happened.
We got Andy over at the Spotlight Bar and Grill taking home $43.80 on our must-go win in this game number 10. Congratulations to you, Andy. As we now get enrolled into our game number 11. With that minor jackpot clicking up from 60 to 62 balls or less, me and Jordy only have 2 more games to try and give out this minor prize, so do not miss out. Just 1 minute and 40 seconds to get enrolled. But Greatest Showman, released on a date in 2017. Is this your favorite movie musical?
Mm, I don't know. That's a hard one.
There's a lot of really good
No. It's probably top 3 for sure.
top 3.
But yeah, no, I'd probably say Hairspray is maybe my favorite TV musical,
Really?
which is crazy because they're both Zac Efron movies.
That is hilarious.
No, I also La La Land might be my favorite musical movie.
Sound of Music, so good. Rocky Horror Picture
Um,
Show.
Yeah, those are both top 10.
Yeah, just throw it out.
Bohemian Rhapsody, I loved. I really, really loved. That's probably my favorite biopic. I love Dreamgirls. Dreamgirls is an incredible musical movie. Yeah, I don't know.
There's so
It's
many.
hard.
Yeah, I know. I
Have
keep
you
on
ever
throwing-
watched Crybaby
No, I've
with
never
Johnny
seen.
Depp?
I've
It's
never seen
the
Crybaby.
weirdest movie I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
my number 1 musical, Sound of Music, then probably number 2, La La Land, and maybe Greatest Showman comes in at that number 3
It's
spot
so
for
good.
me. Really, really like that movie a lot. But then, I mean, you like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Mary Poppins, they're all up there in contention with, I think, Greatest Showman for my, like, third
Willy
favorite.
Wonka, the Gene Wilder one, I absolutely love the music in. Um, yeah, I'll say La La Land at number 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun stuff there. Well, Greatest Showman came out on today in 2017, a fun musical. As we work through this Wild theme game day bingo, we do need to give a quick shout out to our Minnesota Wild, who ended up losing to the Florida Panthers 6-1 on Wednesday night. Marco Rossi had his 12th goal of the season, as he's been playing really good in replacement of Joel Eriksson Ek in the top line with Kirill Kaprizov. Excuse me.
Bless you.
The Wild goaltender Marc-Andre Fleury made 27 shots while making his 1,004th career start, surpassing
That's
Patrick
right.
Roy for 3rd all-time on that starting list for goaltenders. Only Martin Boudreau and Roberto Longo have had more, and he's only 10 games behind Roberto Longo. So we'll see him probably pass him up at some point this season, which would be super, super fun.
Absolutely. We can't wait to see that happen. Hopefully in the next couple games he can get those extra starts. But we have a game today against the Utah Hockey Club. That's right, at 7 p.m. It should be a lot of fun. Right as our happy hour show will be ending, you guys will be watching our Wild take the ice. And so if you guys want to show your support, go and check out the great E-Tab game that we have teamed up with them for called Let's Go Wild. You guys can play it wherever you play Pilot games, and even check out that Slapshot bonus round where you can take home some trophy prizes.
Absolutely. It's definitely a great one there. But as we have great opportunities throughout a lot of bingo action, live bingo action like this right here, we do have great PGL nights as well. If you want to become a member of our league for those specialty nights, sign up at PGL.world. As PGL members compete for points to try and get into our PGL top 10 standings. They also get exclusive insider info, plus a monthly newsletter that's got a ton of info that you won't want to miss. So sign up at PGL.world today.
That's right. Couldn't have said it better myself. Head on over to pgl.world and sign up. There, I did say it better. Make sure you guys stick around. We only have one more game of Great Game Day Bingo after this that Ian and I will be here live for, so make sure you guys stick around as we can't wait to give out a great prize after this one. As we are still in line to give out that minor jackpot, it sits at 62 balls or less. Super exciting stuff as we hope to give it out here soon.
Yeah, once we give it out, we're going to be covering our awesome PGL Top 10 standings. As here we have it, SQ over the chart house, taking home $294.51. Congratulations to you, SQ, as we now get enrolled into this next game with a double must-go prize in this final game that me and Jordy will be live. It should be a lot of fun. $66.20, just growing and rolling into this game number 12.
Absolutely, congratulations there. I keep wanting to call him Squee Squee. Well, nicely done taking home that prize there. Make sure you get enrolled into this great game. That double must go awaits one of you lucky players. But we want to highlight the great players who have been earning those great PGL points left and right each and every week, and hopefully we can see who's going to be taken away this weekend. After 10th place, in 10th place, I should say, we got Jim P at the Third Crossing Bar and Grill with 1,454,000 points. 9th place, we have Radar over at the Third Crossing Bar and Grill. They currently sit with 1,460,000 points. With 1,490,000 points in 8th place, we've got Mad Dog over at the VFW East St. Cloud. 7th place is Drumski at the Underground Bar and Grill, as they currently sit with 1,495,000 points. 1,537,000 points for 6th place, Rakuda over at the Devo Sandbar. Ahead of them, in 5th place, we have Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill. They currently sit with 1,567,124 points. Nicely done there. 4th place is Nelly over at Brian's Bar and Grill. They currently sit with 1,671,000 points. Then, with 1,706,000 points in 3rd place, we've got Bazzy Blings at the Wheelhouse. 2nd place is Hermie at the Underground Bar and Grill with 2,149,000 points. And in 1st place, it is none other than Shauna at the Bar and Grill, who came in from unranked all the way into 1st place after this past week, now currently sitting with 2,272,000.
Great job to you, Shauna, and all of our great players who earned so many great PGL points throughout our season. Just 10 seconds before we are in this final game as I move on to the location side of these standings.
Ooh.
10th place, we got the Club New Yorker in Green Isle. They sit with 1,736,000 points. With 1,761,000 points in 9th place, we got Malone's Bar and Grill in Maple Grove. 8th place is the Wheelhouse of Anoka, as they sit with 1,780,000 points. With 1,808,000 points, we have 7th place Devo Sandbar in Gilbert, as Brian's Bar and Grill in Stillwater sits in 6th with 1,952,000 points. With 1,969,000 points in 5th place, we got the Blue Bricks Mankato, as they're trying to get into that 2 million point club. As 4th place is the Boulevard Bar and Grill Coon Rapids, as they sit with 2,269,000 points. Just barely ahead of the Boulevard Bar and Grill, we have in 3rd the Bar and Grill in Racine, as they sit with 2,272,000 points. With 2,914,000 points in 2nd place, we have the Third Crossing Bar and Grill in Frazee as our new number 1 location, sitting with a huge total of 4,699,000 PGL points. It is the Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato. Great job to that awesome location.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys come on out for our PGL specialty nights, both MegaSota Game Night each Tuesday night at 6:40, and our Wild Wednesdays each Wednesday at 7 p.m. to try and take home those PGL points for yourself, as well as the location you choose to play at. If you guys are out there having a blast, though, whether it be on our PGL specialty nights or any time of the day in our live bingo, we would love for you guys to snap a player photo and send them to us. You guys can hold up a giant jackpot message on those iPads, your favorite eTab game, or really just you being surrounded by your friends and family, having a smile on your face while playing Pilot games is enough for us. We'd love for you guys to snap those player photos and share them onto our Facebook page. You can even post them onto any of your own social medias using the hashtag PilotGames, or you can even email them directly to us at jackpots@pilotgames.com. We love seeing all those different player pictures and showing you off where we can.
Absolutely. We definitely love those player pictures. We also love our Minnesota sports team eTab games.
That's right.
One of those great eTab games is called Twins Win, themed after our Minnesota Twins.
How fitting.
Yeah, how fitting. As just yesterday was National Twin Day, so great day to play Twins
Celebrate our
Win.
twins.
Absolutely, as you guys can check out that awesome eTab game, as well as the great bonus round that goes along with it, called the Great Home Run Derby Bonus, where you could take home a Grand Slam prize by picking out the right lucky batter.
That's right. Go and check it out wherever you play Pilot games and show your support for our Minnesota Twins. As we are closing in here, I want to talk about Bob Track 6 at the Eagles Mankato, who took home a whopping $58,000. And I'll highlight the great charity they supported while playing after Ian highlights this lucky winner.
Trav over the Lincoln Depot took home $109 on our double must-go win. Congratulations to you, Trav, and enjoy a little bit of Lucky for Bingo. As we get enrolled into it, we do want to highlight our player spotlight of the week.
That's right. As they were playing over at Eagles Mankato, Bob Track 6 actually helped out Eagles Airy 269 Mankato. They aim to improve the community operated via charity and social efforts for members as well as non-members. That is a great charity they supported while playing. Stick around for that Lucky for Bingo, as Ian said. And remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.